Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well as every Thursday, even if sometimes it's also on Wednesday. We go with the live with Turin Giants. I'm extremely happy to be here back live. You will be also able to watch this one on replay here on the channel. And then I will send the link to Farad so that they accept it, so that it's a collab video that you can also find also pushed by Turin Giants official on YouTube. But then, of course, if you want not to watch us, but you want to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, you can watch it on Turin Giants. You go find them because they are doing extremely great work with a fantastic, beautiful new show, The Scoop. But not only, now that we stopped with the ads, we go and we say hello to all the people, starting with Farad. Buongiorno, Farad. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
That's a beautiful entry. Buongiorno, Federico.
You want more?
Yeah, of course. Hey, we have more than an hour to stay together. So, yeah, of course.
No, I'll stick to introducing my friend Frederick.
Buonasera, Frederic.
Buonasera a tutti. Very happy to be here, even though it's Wednesday. So that's kind of putting me off with my schedule. But even then, still happy to be here. Still happy to, and very excited, Beppe, because I'm going to meet you in real life soon.
Normally, yes. The last time that we said we will meet in real live, then it was cancelled last time. But
Yeah.
no. On Friday, Frederic and myself, we meet. We should do something, no? We should do a content at least, huh?
Yeah. Even if it's a quick, I don't know, whatever you want to do, I'm game. Like,
course, you have to.
yeah.
We can do a post game. We can do whatever. We can do something. Yeah.
Just very happy to meet you eventually in real life. That's my main priority on Friday, hopefully. So
we go in Brussels. We will try to go to a vintage football store so that we can see a few shirts there. And then we go for a walk. We will drink a coffee or a beer or whatever. And then we do something together. I'm super happy for Friday. That being said, buongiorno to Bogdan Gradisteanu. Buongiorno. Oh, I have a surprise. Huh? I challenge. Okay. I ask you, Farad.
Yeah.
I never played any instrument in my life. I'm not. I don't have a musical ear. I don't have the tempo. I'm a disaster. Okay, but I challenged myself like 15 minutes ago that I want to be able, before the return game of Galatasaray, to play a few notes on the guitar of the Champions League anthem. Will I succeed or not?
There's no question. But Beppe thinks, Beppe does. I have no.
I'm really bad with music. I'm really bad with music.
On the guitar, Champions League anthem, on the guitar. But the notes are so long. I don't know if it's gonna translate to a guitar, but whatever you put your mind on. How about a trumpet?
No. At home we have a synthesizer. We have a DJ set. We have a guitar, electric guitar.
Electric guitar.
We don't have the trumpet. No, because my son likes music.
Is it electric or acoustic?
We have both. I said acoustic because electric, the problem, if I start, then I need to bring everything down from the other floor. I will not break everything from my son's room.
Pepe,
so I just acoustic.
There's no there's no such thing as bad content. Even I hope it's bad, so we can have fun. How boring would it be if you're actually good at it? I want it to be bad.
No, it will be bad.
Let's do it either way.
Will it be better than when I'm singing it?
Yes.
The champions.
The champions.
Oh
Yes,
God,
of course it will. Of course it will be better.
So, buongiorno to Bogdan, buongiorno to Arthur, look at Mas, look at you now. Beppe shows the song Suresh that I believe is a supporter of Inter, I think. But you're welcome, of course, you're welcome, Suresh, to have a good time between the Juventini, between the team with 38 Scudetti. Buongiorno, Mas, ciao Kicks Bocci. Ciao Ahmad. Buongiorno to LJJ3534. 30%. I have absolutely no idea why he's saying that, but I'm happy with him. Buongiorno Soraz. Ciao Mauri. Ciao Pratam. Ciao a tutti in the chat. Takishi, the bald quota. Today, Zach. Today, Zach is not there. He wanted to be there, but then, he's there in the chat. Look at that. He's in the chat, but unfortunately, he's working, so he couldn't join us because we shifted a bit. But it's okay. Today, we have a quiz made by Farad, where Frederic and myself, we will compete. We need to speak about Mercato that is just closed. We will speak about Atalanta, Juve, Coppa Italia. Our wishes, we speak about renewals, Kenan Yildiz, potentially McKennie, Spalletti, etc., etc. What do we start with, Fred?
Mercato, seeing that it's over, to see what we think about it, what was done well, what was done poorly, and what wasn't done at all, most importantly, I think. But it's your show, Beppe.
I feel the rating will not be great from Frederic.
How are we rating? A to D, 1 to 10, 1 to 5?
From
1 to
0
10.
to 10.
0 to 10.
0 is really bad. 10 is really good.
No.
No, but you never know.
I already, a lot of people, because we had an amazing live scoop session at the end of Mercato. We had a lot of people buzzing in the chat. It was a long episode as well. I really enjoyed it. And I gave away my rating already, but for the people that didn't see it, I'll do it again, because our rating was based on a 5-point criteria, and this is a 10. So I'll just double it. And for me, it was a 2 out of 5 or a 4 out of 10.
What?
So we basically
4
out of 10.
out of 10.
Yeah, and I was being generous.
Wow. Farad, you without explanation, you already want to give your rating for the Mercato or not? 4 out of 10 for Frederic.
Well, put me on the spot, but from what I gathered, I'm not as pessimistic as Frederic, but a couple of holes patched, that's about it. There's nothing, we're not going to remember this Mercato in 5 years and say, do you remember January 2026, right? It was, below par, quite underwhelming. I know everybody.
Without explanation, just the rating. The explanation will come later, Farad.
Say a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. 4 for Fred. I give 3 votes, and I will not give any explanation either, but I said, what did I say? Fuck, I forget. I think I said, wait, no, I forgot. I remember. I said 4, 6, 7. So if we multiply and then do the average, it's 5.60, something like that. 5.66, I think. So
5.5.
Yeah, a bit more. 565. Let's say 565 is what I mean. Yeah, no. It's important.
Man.
It's important. That makes all the difference, because 5.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
I'm a teacher, so if I have to grade, I always grade downwards. So if somebody has a 5.6, 5.7, automatically becomes 5.5. Even if it's 5.9, it's 5.5 for me.
Why? I don't like that mentality.
Why?
You know how much classes I had to repeat because of that? Because I always had like 49.9. If they rounded up, I would have win 3 years in my life.
You didn't let me tell the whole story. They also get, per test that they take, they get an extra question, which is not measured on the test itself, but it's a bonus question. If they get it right, they get an extra point. So if they round out at 5.5 and it's a 5.9, I automatically make it a 6 for them.
My son is in the chat. He just knows that I missed a few years in my school career. So that's I should not have said that. 49.99. That's what I had at school. That's why I missed a few years. 3 times I missed school. I had to repeat the year 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Beppe graduated high school when he was 33.
With a beard and without hair. No, but I would do it again because I loved it so much. I enjoyed my time at school. I promise you. That's maybe the problem. I enjoy it a bit too
What
much.
was your
Too much.
favorite subject? Something you were really good at?
Oh no. No, no, that's the
Not
problem.
much if you have to repeat
That's the
What was
problem. I was.
yourself.
No,
You just
I
like
love.
being there.
Yeah, being there. People loved me. Seriously, yeah, I was
Of
really
course.
appreciated. Oh, even the
That's why
teachers, they loved me. They
that's
wanted
why
me
they
to
help.
come back.
Yeah, they helped you back because they
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
for you to stay
yeah, yeah.
with them, of course. I can imagine.
My
No,
favorite
my
thing was
my best. Yeah, it's a good question. My best. I really loved, and I was really good at public speaking. When I
oh,
had PowerPoint. The
right.
problem is the content was not that great, but just me being there up front was
Content was
really
not great.
entertaining.
Well, look at you now.
Look at
Millions
me
and
now.
millions of fans.
Yeah, but unfortunately, not millions and millions of money. That's the problem.
Not yet. Not yet, Beppe. Stay.
Guys,
If Eric Milik gets to be a millionaire, surely you can also be a millionaire one day. You have to keep that in mind.
that's true. Millionaire staying at home. That's not bad, huh?
Yeah, why not?
Uh, what was your favorite subject at school, Farad?
Uh, I didn't like science, didn't like math, so it was geography, history, and I still go back and watch YouTube videos about any historical subject. You know what they started doing now, the AI videos that I approve of is where they create the world of the past and you walk through, ancient Rome or whatever the period. I love those videos. There was a video, it's 30 minutes long, and the detail is so insane. 30 minutes they were able to fill about the Black Plague in medieval Europe. It was magnificent. So history still is my. I love to go back to how people lived in this certain moment. It's really fascinating always. Frederick, what
Wow.
about you? Was it transfers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Football transfers one on one. Actually, anything besides math because I have dyscalculia, but then
Oh
it wasn't
wow.
known that dyscalculia
What is
was an
that?
issue. It's that you mix numbers up when you read them.
It's
So
like
if I have a
dyslexia, but
So
with
it's like
numbers.
dyslexia with
yeah,
numbers. Wow,
yeah,
interesting.
and so everybody thought that I was just lazy or stupid when it came to math, but that wasn't the case. I just couldn't come to grips with it. But everything else, I kind of liked, like the languages, science, history was pretty much my thing. I
Oh my
always
God.
got good scores, and was just
It,
math that was
we're,
effing
we're
me
all
over.
we're all parents here. If we can give one advice, if you're under 15 years old, learn a language because me learning English back home, it was so easy for me because as a kid you can learn any language. So don't even try to do it after 25 years old. So if you're listening and you're young, pick up a language because it's super easy when you're young. It's just like you're like a sponge.
Yeah, but I think we have to move on because Suraj is getting mad. He wants us to
Why?
talk about Juve. I don't know. He said this is bullshit. Talk about Juve, man. Well, yo,
Don't get me crazy, Suraj. No, please, please don't get me mad, otherwise I will kick your ass out of the chat. I'm having fun with some friends, guys. Juve or football or YouTube. The most beautiful thing is having a community where we speak about everything that we can speak about. Football, lunch, like Cicciolino is writing about whatever, about school. I love it. I don't care. You know what? These kinds of comments, you know what? They make me feel inside that I don't want to speak about football at all today. I don't want to speak at all about football, just about life, school, and whatever.
I love
yeah,
But
it.
yeah,
yeah.
no, but the channel, look, you have Turin Giants, we have GJustjuve, we have Bianconeri's own, all Juve cast. You have now Haj, which I'm recording a video tomorrow with. We have Luca, GFTV. You are so much content only about. You have IFTV. If we are speaking of Colo, you have so much content. Give us how much? 10 minutes speaking about school. Mama, I go crazy. I go totally crazy with these kind of things.
But
I
when
think
we
so.
when we did Turin Giants, it was always number one to have fun with our listeners and have a conversation with friends. Like you said, there's so much content, so many news and numbers. Sometimes it's okay to talk about our favorite subjects. It's fine.
Anyway, then I of course, if I told you in the beginning of the
What is
chat, because
this?
now we will stop giving you attention, as Suresh, we will stopping you to give you some
Beppe, I love
attention.
when people add GJust to and something else. I read the comments and I die.
Nah, but
G just
we'll
hate
stop
watch.
giving him some attention because we gave him too much attention. But we told you in the beginning of the live, you are absolutely welcome to enjoy your time. If you don't enjoy it, please move on. Please move on. That being said, ragazzi miei, we have, as we speak, a fantastic community because actually it was a really beautiful assist. We have a community of 41,666 Juventini of the world here on the channel, which means that we are missing 20 Juventini of the world, 20 Juventini of the world, to reach virtually the full capacity of the Allianz Stadium. I don't know if it will happen or not, but you know what
It
I will
will.
do? I will not stop the live until we reach it. Of course, Farad will go to bed. Fred will go to bed because he's working tomorrow.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
I no, but it can be late, huh, Fred. Tomorrow you work
Ah,
tomorrow, right?
um, doesn't matter.
It can be that we never reach it. Huh? You never know in life. I don't
I just
stop the life. I don't care.
I just have to get my kids to school tomorrow, so that's all. When we need to go on, we need to go on. So everybody in chat, make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure
That
that
you
even your
share the
friends are
channel.
subscribed. You
Bravo.
share the channel, you like. Make sure that your pets have a YouTube account and are subscribed to Juve. Make sure that whatever, uh, get it done, please, and please hurry because
By the way,
Zach is gonna join.
we need subscribers
Zach
too. By the
says,
way,
I'll join them, Beppe, once work is done.
Yeah.
So
So okay,
we'll be back with the three.
you gave a 5, Farad. Fred gave a 4. I gave a 5.65 before we tried. We started to speak about I don't know what. If we go back to Juve, why Fred and Farad?
I'll let Farad begin.
well, I'm not gonna. You guys are obviously the professionals here, but no striker, right? A couple of moves fell through. The positives were. I don't. Does extending Yildiz considered as this Mercato's work, or are
No,
we talking
no,
completed
because
moves?
it's not
Yeah.
even black and white.
All
So
right. Yeah. Patched up a couple of holes, like I said. No striker. We were able to get rid of some of the players that weren't getting playing time. So it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't anything like we'd be super happy right now talking
of
about.
course,
Just a couple of moves. Keep the ship steady. We didn't get rid of. Well, we got rid of Rugani. I don't know if I'm too crazy about that move. Could have used him.
I agree.
But
I agree with you.
maybe that's a negative. But overall, I'll 5 out of 10 is maybe a little generous, but I'll let you guys give your opinions as well.
For me, the 4 is basically due to the striker that hasn't come, and as to what happened before that striker didn't come, you have all these failed negotiations. The way it happened, because I have some insight into the backstories, of course, was very disappointing in the sense that a lot of things didn't seem planned or prepared, which disappointed me a lot. Then you have an Emil Holm who could be an advantage to us, but then you look at his buy option and you think run away very quickly because it's 18 million, which I feel is 12 million too much for Emil Holm, in my opinion. I'm not. Maybe I'm, but but he's a stand-in, so that doesn't matter. But I think that
I gave him a nickname. Huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
tell me.
Valhalla Express.
That's so bad. That's so bad. Oh,
Oh my
Dio
god.
mio. Oh, Dio mio. You, Beppe, speaking about home, a lot of my friends say that they remind he reminds them of Lichtsteiner. Do you
No,
agree with
they
that?
want him to be the new Lichtsteiner.
Okay, okay. So
No,
that says enough.
let's not exaggerate. But Lichtsteiner, he was already extremely great at Lazio before joining Juve. And then at Juve, he showed not even because of continuity of performances, but that crazy grinta. I remember when I did the interview with him and I was speaking with him, extremely shy, extremely introvert person. He was extremely top in one-on-one. I remember I I was coming down from my hotel room and he was there alone for breakfast, and he said, come sit with me." So we took breakfast together. He was top, didn't stop speaking, and he was making jokes and fun. But when with a lot of people, really introvert. And then we were speaking, and he told me that when he was watching the games the day after with the coaches, the analytic parts of the game and how
No,
he said, I didn't recognize me. So the person that he was absolutely not matching with who he was on the field.
no, no, no.
It was totally another person. And he said, I was watching, I was not recognizing me. But I think that also that gave us that image of a Lichtsteiner continuity, Grinta, that first goal to the Allianz Stadium, and so many other things. Holm, that I like, why not? But you cannot compare to Lichtsteiner. He's
No,
not
no.
today. Can he become it? You will have to do it really fast because it's not 6 months, it's 4 months to
Yeah.
show it.
Yeah, and then if you move on to Boga, and I think Boga is maybe the best thing we did this transfer period, especially financially, because it's a 5 million clause if we wish to purchase him, and I still think that he can prove something because he's quite young, but he still has a lot of Serie A experience. The only thing that bothers me is that he hasn't played since November. Uh, you can patch that out soon enough. I think with a couple of weeks training, you're back in shape. So that's not but I think that was the most sensible transfer financially and sportingly. So I have high hopes for him as the Yildiz Dublure, but you never know what's gonna happen. But the striker bothers me, especially for Luciano. I feel bad for Luciano, my good friend Luciano. Every press conference, he didn't know how to say it anymore in what other language. He said, I want a striker. I want a big, physical, pivoting striker with a nose for goals." And it didn't happen. And the way that it came about, hopping on from one option to the other by talking to players, having an agreement with players, but not with the team, having an agreement with the team, not with the players. These things for me are basically the point that I give this low figure, because if you prepare yourself and you know we want player A, B, C, or D, in December already, you can contact the club. There's no rule against that. You can contact the club and you can ask, look, we're looking for a striker. We're interested in your striker. Can we sit down in January? Can we talk? And then Crystal Palace, Galatasaray, PSG, Tottenham, they can say yes, no, maybe, we'll see. But at least you have prepared something. Now we went in, we're going to go for Mateta. It's not going to happen. They want too much. There's this Enesiri guy. Let's make everything work. Oh, but he doesn't want to come with an option to buy. Okay, and then panic arrives, and then you
I,
start
I've
wishing.
seen it in a different way, Fred.
Yeah,
First, answer that question. Would would he have been a 10 if we got a striker? That's a question from Adrian.
depends on the striker because we're still missing a midfielder and a winger.
Yeah, but
It
hey,
would
oh,
be,
oh,
yeah, I
oh,
know.
calma. Oh.
For me, a 10 is a perfect mercato, as you said. And a perfect mercato would be a mercato where you fill in all the gaps that a team has. And we have a gap in midfield, in defense, on the wing, and a striker, in my opinion. So we didn't get half of what we were looking for. And then you also have to debate, have the ones that we've gotten, will they be good enough in order to make the team better? Because that's why a transfer market is there. You want to improve your team. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I can agree that Boga will or can possibly be valuable. Maybe even a home to let Kalulu rest. But if somebody up front or in the midfield gets a cold, we're stuck because then we have to play Zigrova, who cannot play longer than 20 minutes or whatever. Uh,
Yes.
how many? One.
19 to go.
1 in 10 minutes.
1 in 10 minutes.
We'll do all right. We'll do all right. But you know, it's. You said you looked at it from another perspective, Beppe. Please enlighten me.
No, but I told you I gave 3 votes. So my Mercato vote emotionally at the gong, even if I was sleeping. I promise you, I fell asleep at 5 p.m. and I woke up like at I don't know 11 p.m. or something like that because I knew nothing would happen anymore. So I really didn't care. Then I said, the first thing I did like was writing in the Telegram group. I said like, did we sign a player? And they said no, Beppe, we didn't sign anybody. I said it's good, okay. So I didn't even do a video right after. I waited the day before, but if I would have rated it, would have been a 4. 4 out of Farad. Are you ready? Attenzione.
Ding ding ding.
2. So we are growing.
Alessandro Belpiero, by the way, for those who don't know,
Alessandro
my
Belpiero.
longest serving co-host.
I'm jealous of that one. That's a really great.
Masoud hates that bell, I think. I think it was Masoud or Ahmed Sako who said that he hates the bell. Oof.
See, it's good luck. I'm gonna leave it to one ding. We started with 3, then 2.
Yeah, but one per. Now we got 2, so you
Sounds
need to do
good.
it twice. Voila. Vamos. Attenzione.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you, man. This is like 4 in 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful,
30
beautiful.
to go. No. 15 to go. 15
Ooh.
to go. Attenzione. Are you ready, Farad?
Let's go.
3. Voila.
I'll keep track
I
now.
love that. We will reach it. No, I give a 4 out of
It was my
emotion as a
dog.
supporter
Somebody
because
said their dog subscribed.
it was the dog of Neven. No, I give a 4 out of emotion as a supporter. That is absolutely not rational. I'm a Juventino. I want like you, Frederic. I want the best, and the best is, like you said, a striker, a midfielder, a defender, because the team is not complete. That's what I said before Mercato of the summer. I said it after the Mercato of the summer, and I continue to say it like you after the winter Mercato. So to me, I was waiting for Colomwani, I was waiting for Icardi, I was waiting for I don't know who. I never watched a single second of Mateta in my life. I didn't even know he existed, that player. And then suddenly I became a fan of Mateta because I wanted the striker. No, but that's a reality because I'm not rational anymore during Mercato. I want. So I was explaining in my video, I said like Mercato of Juve can be described, I believe, like, during Christmas when you have these pranks of these parents that are going to the kids with a PS5 box and the kids are super happy, and then they open it and they find or a book or a PS3 or something like that. They start to cry. So that's how I described a bit the Mercato of Juve of, how can I say, having some expectations, and at the end your expectations are not met, but then waiting until the day after and trying to go through all the history from mid-December until the 2nd of February, I had to raise my vote to a 6 with the context. It's a 6 because if we are really, really alert and we listen to the press conference from Spalletti, and we look also at how Juve, and you will see it here, I need to pay attention, but this is a bit on that paper, you see every name of Mercato that we were linked with some colors, and you see that greeny striker, and until that game of Cagliari, there were, except of Sorlot, just for a few hours, there was no striker mentioned in all the players that we were looking for. So I think that Juventus was absolutely not prepared of going for a striker, but even Spalletti was not wanting a striker before Lecce. Yeah, of course he wanted, but It was not an urgency for Spalletti. What he wanted, and he clearly said it, is what I need if we can. Because when I signed black and white, I was aware of the team. I was aware that we would have gone on Mercato. Are some players that could give some rest to Ken and Yildiz, to Kalulu that are playing. Because if these guys have the flu, we have nobody else. These players came. It was clear to me that Comoli would not have spent a single penny. Then you have Lecce, especially Cagliari, and we go into that paranoia. We go banana because we need a striker. And I think that if I can blame something to Spalletti, is that in press conference, he didn't say, I want a striker, but he started too much. And speaking about Icardi, and speaking clearly about Colomwani at 20 hours of the gong, you need to pay attention what you are saying in press conference, because if you say I agreed with Juve and they warned me that there was no money and that probably would not even be on the market, but you say, oh, I like Icardi, I like you, people, they will forget about the real words of what he said, because he also underlined and he also said at a certain moment, we are looking only if a player that we are finding is able to raise our level. If we don't find that player, then we stay as we are, because even McKennie can do the striker position. You know, so with all the context, we didn't overspend. We kept our budget as planned for the summer. We didn't want to spend money. If I look at the context of Serie A with all the teams, nobody did anything except of maybe Roma a bit. I cannot. I give it 5.6, a 6. That's my rating. Look, we were looking for Vice Yield, this Vice thing. They came. What I'm not happy about is they arrived on, when did they arrive? The 1st, the 2nd of February. They should have been there the 10th of January. That's something that I really dislike. I think that Boga can be a real steal, could be a real steal. If not, he goes back. For Holm, I hear a lot of great things about Holm. Will he be able to show it? It's a rotational player. As you said, it's a bit higher, 18 million euro. It's a bit high. Let's see. It's a chance of his life. And at the end, I'm not disappointed. We had Joao Mario that was playing 0 minutes. We have a player that could put. If he played 1 minute, he already played more than Joao Mario. So we won. No?
Yes and
Look,
no. I
Sam is
think
saying, Sam is saying, ciao tutti. If Comoli is a genius, he will bring in Senesi, Bernardo Silva, Kessi, Minghesa, Icardi for free, and Colomwani 25 million. That will be a 10.
Let's
I give
write
you
it
an
down and see
answer, Sam,
how many actually come true.
but Senesi, Bernardo Silva, Kessi are free transfers. Minghesa as well. Icardi as well,
Cardi as well.
but I have a backstage story of Icardi. I don't know if it will match with the one of Fred. We will align them, Fred, if you want.
About
Colomoni,
the transfer, you mean, or the
yeah,
missed transfer?
the
Yeah,
missed
we'll see.
transfer.
We'll see. Yeah,
Colomoni 25, it's not true. He will be valued 40 next summer because of the books
45.
of Paris Saint-Germain. So 40, 45, not less. So it's not about genius. It's just not feasible.
No.
For Icardi, who I start with Icardi. What I know in a few words.
Yeah, sure.
So what I heard is Icardi had a call because Juve really wanted him at a certain moment, because not because they wanted Icardi, because they wanted to make, after Holm and Boga, they really wanted to back up the coach as much as possible. So not doing Giuntoli 1.0 with Alcaraz and Jallo. They really wanted to please him. They were looking for some name. They tried. A lot have failed. I didn't appreciate publicly that we were there in Istanbul for 3 days. I hated that. But they really wanted to back him up. They tried. They have that idea, Icardi. And actually, Galatasaray is not asking for a lot of money. They could have given green light. The player was happy to come. Apparently, from what I heard, they had a call between Icardi and Spalletti, where it was before the game against Parma. Where before Parma game, the day of the game, a few hours before, they stopped calling management is asking, so we go or not? He said, no, I will explain you later, but no, don't go. I don't know what has been said there in that call. I know that Icardi was quite confident about himself, saying, bring me, and in 6 months I score you 10 goals.
And go. Yeah.
But something, Spalletti heard something, I don't know what, that he didn't like. So didn't he want to break the locker room vibes or whatever? I don't know. But he blocked it. He said, no.
Yeah.
That's my story.
We had an agreement with Icardi. Everything was done. Icardi said, "Give me an option for this season. Get me in for this season, and in the summer we talk. But I guarantee you, I'll score more than 10 goals, and then we can see about a renewal, possible 1+1 renewal after that." And Juve said, "Okay, perfect. That's what we're looking for. Somebody who wants to also prove himself and not just have a fat contract and whatever." And then there were two problems. The first problem was Galatasaray asking for 15 million, which was a bit much, but we still negotiated a bit. And from what I can hear is that we sorted it out, that it was something less and with another system of payment, and I don't know how to call it. And then Spalletti said no. Whereas Spalletti 2 days earlier said this could be a good opportunity.
In Spalletti, we
So
trust.
so
That's why I'm telling you, Fred, I cannot give a four if the club goes for a lot of strikers. Mateta, apparently, Spalletti didn't like him. And Nesiri was not against it. And then at the end, you find one, and I believe we said it last time, huh? Fred and myself last week. We said he's really strong, Icardi. If you don't want, then we tried. You know what I mean?
for me,
No,
Cardi would have been the ideal candidate because this is
to me as
somebody who
well.
wants to prove himself. I'm not gonna look at the Interpass and all that shit. I'm looking
I
at
don't.
just what we need, what he can offer, what he can bring to the table. And for me, that was perfect. Why? Because Icardi can play almost anywhere up front. He fills the spot of three people. He wants to prove himself. He's not that expensive, and he has Serie A experience.
Yeah, yeah.
So the whole package just sounds right. Then if Spalletti says, I don't want him because he doesn't cut his toenails, he puts Parmigiano on spaghetti alla vongole, whatever he did that he didn't want him, okay. So I can't blame them for that. Really, I can't. What I want or what I wanted to see was that you sit down with Spalletti in December already, you pick three names which you agree on, management and coach, and you rank them, plan A, plan B, plan C, and then January 1st at 9 o'clock in the morning you start. And then after a week, if you see, okay, Crystal Palace for Mateta, if
That,
Mateta is the chosen one, is not working, ciao, we move on, but not drag it along and then this and then
but
that and
I
waste
agree
time.
with you, huh, Fred. But you remember that Spalletti arrives on the 30th of October. He starts with a team that he needs to discover, and the first name that he makes is Fratesi.
Hmm.
Bring me Fratesi. He called a lot of time, with Fratesi, telling
Yeah,
him
yeah,
come
yeah, yeah.
here in the winter and so on. And then he realizes actually that McKennie is the
Better.
Fratesi of Inter, but
Yeah,
actually much better. So he
yeah.
says, we don't need him anymore. But
No.
Juve, in that moment, when they were looking for Mercato, and I'm speaking about December, I tell you, I have the names here. They are looking for a Ricci swap with Gatti. They are looking for Guido Rodriguez from West Ham, but they all had one thing in common: loan without obligation to buy for free. All these names. So we knew it. That's also why Fratesi, we stopped talking about him because Inter, they wanted a lot of money. And then you start in January, we're changing plans because that's the moment where he says, I want a left winger and a right back as a rotational players, which you're looking for. Huh? Chiesa, Cancelo, Norton Coffey, Thiago Almada, Carrasco, Maldini, Gudmundsson, Mazraoui, Mingueza. That these are the names because he asked for them. Huh? Then, of course, we are missing. all of our targets. That's also true, except at the last minute with Holm and then with Boga. And then suddenly he goes in panic mode because he feels that Jonathan David's not is a striker, because he understands that Vlahovic will not come back like planned in February, but in March he goes in panic mode. He asks for a striker with different characteristics. I understand it. I totally understand it. We tried. Then, if he's complicated because he doesn't want Mateta, he doesn't want this. Oh, we tried. You don't want.
No. It's not, because if I look at Mercato and I have to give a vote, I look at everybody involved. So it's not just Comoli out. No, I look at everybody, because for me, Luciano Spalletti is part of that team, because I feel it's only normal that you as management talk with your coach and not ask for a name, but at least characteristics of what you want. And that's the issue, that the communication there was not aligned. Then Spalletti, because don't get me wrong, I like Spalletti. He did a lot of good things these coming months. But if I read any more pro Spalletti news, then tomorrow Spalletti can walk on water. I mean, we mustn't get carried away either. Spalletti is at times very difficult to work with.
Yeah.
I know that as a fact. He is in 5 minutes, he can change from hugging you and telling you I love you to practically spitting in your face. He's really a very difficult guy to work with emotionally and whatever. So no blame there, but I would like to see like a more long-term view in this whole process. And if you don't like Mateta, you look for somebody else. Okay, all good and well. But for me, I also feel that management at a point has to say, okay, stop spending time with Mateta or Nesri. We know that's not going to happen. Let's move on. And then you speak to Spalletti and you say, we have Icardi. As Spalletti says today, I want Icardi, you get him. And tomorrow he says, I don't want him. Well, that's bad for you because we bought him. That's all about that communication. And
But then, Jan, we did mistakes. Huh? One of the mistakes is you're looking for a free transfer option and you go to Premier League. I mean, that's maybe not the league where you need to knock at the door. They don't care. They don't need the money.
No,
I mean,
no.
So it makes no sense. Because at the end, Mateta, you know how many days we talked about him? 5 days. Looks an eternity, but it was 5 days.
Hakuna Mateta.
I said Hakuna Mateta, and actually it was really Mateta. That's the problem. But no, and luckily. Oh, by the way, question: you think it's disgusting or not, or do you think they knew or not, Crystal Palace, that he was injured?
Yeah.
Those bastards. Those bastards.
I think it's really disgusting.
Of course they knew. Why would they? Because they offered him to every club.
Yeah.
Milan got even better deal than we did at the end. So they must have known. It makes no sense for them to sell on paper their best striker in the middle of a winter mercato without even having a backup. It felt off to me. And I thought maybe it's the player pushing for the move because he can go a level up in terms of team. You don't know. You don't know the mechanics. But then you see them calling other teams. From what I heard, there were even teams calling his manager while his manager was sitting with Ottolini. And he picked up the phone and said, apparently, but I'm in negotiations with Juventus. Maybe we can. It was all very, very, very shady. It needed to happen quick. They were putting pressure on Juventus. Also a bit on Mateta. They were saying to Mateta, if this deal goes through, you get on the plane, you sign immediately. No waiting, no. So, I mean, if you're that hell-bent on getting your striker out and want him to sign that soon, of course they know. They have doctors, physiologists. They see him every day. We see him on YouTube, maybe, and we say he can perform a decent header, and that's about it. They see him every day. They check him. They check his blood levels, whatever. I mean, it's impossible for them not to know.
I have a question whenever I get a chance.
Go.
Beppe, you said that you don't go to EPL nowadays if you're Juve to negotiate to find talent. In your opinion, in your whoever wants to answer, in your opinion, what's the league right now that is so dense with talent and those players that we can afford? Is there some place that are Juve are not looking? Maybe there's hidden talent somewhere there, like France, maybe Germany. What's the league that is?
To me, there is no league with the biggest talent. I think that doesn't change. Talent is everywhere in the world, from Belgium to France to UK to Italy to Spain. The big difference to me today is that you have huge clubs with huge money that today have a great scout system that in the past was not that great, and they go and anticipate players that are 15, 16 years old with 20, 25, 35 million euro, to let them stay in Argentina 2 more years until they are 17, 18, to bring them over, to send them in their second team, because now you have multi ownership. And if okay, then they can maybe come into their team to be tested. Otherwise, they will send them in a third co-owned team, or they will sell them. They will rot there, and that's a huge big problem, because today a club like Juve, you can spend for your, let's say, top signing of the summer, 50 million euro, and you have to pray on your knees that this player will be not only how good that he was, but even better. But sometimes it happens, and unfortunately, we know it. Douglas Lewis, for example, that was a top player that you couldn't be wrong with Douglas Lewis, that your biggest signing for 50 million euro didn't work, and then your entire strategy has to change, and you're suffering it for 2 3 years, because not only him, but also Koopmanners, also Nico Gonzalez, also the coach, also the sporting director is not working. But the problem today is not where is the talent, is you have a competition that is extremely early and overspending for talent that they are not even taking to their team.
Yeah.
Problematic.
Understood.
Yeah. And the biggest thing about this, because I see it in Belgium, because Belgium is con- uh, contrary to popular belief, Belgium is a good soil for football talent, because we have a multicultural base here and a lot of players with certain influence, and we have some good youth formating schools as in football clubs.
Fred, how much is the cat now? 17 years old. How much is he valued? How much will he leave this summer?
What was it, between 25 and 35 already?
17 years old, Farad.
And he's a very decent player, but it's too early to tell if he'll be a world class player. So now if you want a talented player, you have to spend, let's say, 30 million euros, not even knowing that he'll be good enough, not even do something amazing, but it'll be good enough to play regularly on the first team.
Sounds like Frederick needs to become an agent or a scout.
I was thinking about that the other day, to
Do
be
it.
honest.
Imagine a podcaster becomes an agent.
No, but there are a lot of talented players. The thing is to keep them, to get them, to develop them, to make sure that they the Del Piero that came into Juventus and who made such a name for himself. Today he wouldn't even be in first team. Not because the talent is much bigger, but the way that we try not to develop talent in a certain way. Because if we put a player 19 years old on the pitch and he plays bad, and we've seen it with Adzi. Oh, you shit, sell him, loan him, away with him. And it happens. Whereas Del Piero was lucky. He made a wonderful goal against Fiorentina. He kept riding that wave because he was also surrounded by very, very good players. But
Yeah,
nowadays, if you put somebody in Juventus with a bit of talent, who's he going to look up to?
very true.
Blago Presidente from Bulgaria is saying, totally agree with Beppe. Scouting is the most important side of the transfer. Sporting director Sevilla is scouting players age 12, 13, not 17, 18. 17, 18, you cannot scout anymore. Today, it's over. 17, 18, they are already known. Look, I thought that I found a player there, not me, but I heard from Luca about because Juve was interested. Patrick Zabi. We never heard about that name online before. Never. Nobody heard. Today, Paris FC, not Paris Saint Germain, Paris FC, they went for him, and Newcastle tried. Manchester United was already on the player. They know it's too late. Too late.
Yeah.
Too late. We have a question here that I want to answer from Sam that is saying another interesting point is Juve has 740 million in debts according to Calcio and Finance. How is this possible? I don't want to go towards financial talks now because people will go totally crazy. But this is what they posted today on their Instagram. 740 gross. Don't forget, it's gross debts, and it's not a debt. It's not a debt like me, for
Banking
example. When I
loan.
go and I buy a car, it's totally different. It's calculated in. It depends on the liquidity that you have. It depends on the infrastructure that you
Wages.
have, the wages, etc., etc. So it makes sense when you have a hotel, when you have a sporting training center, when you have an office and the entire La Continenza stadium. It makes totally sense. So it's absolutely not worry. I think that Calcio and Financia, they were a bit
But
annoying
even
with that post because they don't explain to people, and people got
no,
really in panic mode here.
it
This is really clickbait. This is
yeah,
disgusting.
it makes no sense because you calculate all the things, your expenditure basically, but you don't keep an account with the income. So you have a contract for a player, 5 million a year. The contract is 5 million, which makes it a 25 million debt, so to speak. But if you sell that player and you don't know if you're going to sell a player, but imagine you sell him for 75, then automatically it becomes 10 million minus 65 million profit. So it's all on long term. There's no income that is being related to that value. So to me, it makes absolutely no sense because we have zero debt in sense of banks or whatever. We don't have any loans with
But
any banks.
you need to look at the net debts, and that they are not reporting here. It made total sense. I was pissed off when I read that, so I asked on Juventus to have a finance guy, and I asked if he could explain it with baby words. The day that he will come, we will go for it. Boga. We spoke about him. Holm. We spoke about it. The rating of Mercato. We spoke about him. Uh, Before going to Yildiz, McKenny, Spalletti, should we do the quiz? I'm ready. And in the meanwhile, I show you because it stopped. We lost one. Huh? We lost. We lost one.
Oh,
So
We lost.
so what do I do?
Yeah. We lost one here.
You can't
So
unring a bell.
we
and
missed
more,
how much now? 11. 11.
11. Let's go, guys. Make some calls, hit up some people,
11.
retweet, share, do whatever. Get 11 people in.
Let's go with the
And
quiz.
and while you're there, Turin Giants, youtube.com/Turin Giants official. Just
Absolutely, yes.
we're GJustjuve is in thousands. We're asking for little crumbs. All right, so let's. I know some people last quiz they were correcting me and said this is all for fun. This is all of the stuff that I found on the internet. Some of it maybe not true, little details, but it's a
Wait,
quiz.
wait.
Yes.
All right, wait. Do I need to close the comment section?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be fair because people are really quick. I'll still be reading it.
I'm in private chat right now, so
Excellent. GJustjuve, do you have the music that I requested?
Yeah, but wait. I will try to do something
problem.
that I never did before. I will try to actually stop the comment.
Masoud is saying he loves Farhad's quizzes. They're always very stressful. This one is the toughest one so far. This one I had to do a little digging, but it's not too bad. I trust these two, and we will
I'm
end.
nervous.
We will end the quiz with where I like to. You'll have 5 seconds to answer. You're gonna have to name a certain something,
Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of options, but we don't have much time. So you'll go back to him, you back to him, and then whoever doesn't reply for 5 seconds loses. It's a good one.
I have
Don't
no
worry.
idea how to. I have no idea how to moderate the chat, but anyway, it's okay. Let's go. I don't know. Well, I didn't understand what you said, Farad. What do we need?
Doesn't
to do?
matter. It's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Just answer.
Doesn't matter. I have
Answer if you know it.
everything to go. We'll have some fun. Maybe we'll end this. Maybe we'll have this on Instagram Reels as well. All right, you boys ready?
I'll try to be, yeah.
Who's gonna go? Who's gonna go first? I don't know how to.
Frederic is the guest. Frederic is the guest.
All right, Frederic. Who scored the last goal, last official goal at Delle Alpi?
Oh.
Name me the
Can you
player.
give me the year?
May 7th, 2006 was the date of the last goal at Delle Alpi. Who scored for Juventus?
That was Olimpico.
That was
Not Delle
Olympico.
Alpi.
Delle
May
Alpi
7th,
was
2006.
no. The last game at Delle Alpi was a Champions League game.
See what I'm talking about?
And
You can never
if
trust
I'm
the
right,
internet.
If I'm right, it was against a German team, I think, and it was Trezeguet. I'm very sure that Trezeguet scored, and it was a Champions League game. That I know. Champions League game and last game in Delle Alpi, and I think it was Trezeguet.
Because after Delle Alpi, we had actually to rebuild the Delle Alpi, transform it in the Allianz Stadium, and that's why we played in Olimpico, shared with Torino. Then when we left, we gave him that shit stadium, and we went to our home back.
Well, the answer is Alessandro Del Piero, May 7th against Palermo. I don't know what that means. I guess this question is out.
Wait. Let me. So you say the
I
last
double
game-
checked
will
on
tell you
Google.
immediately. I will tell you immediately. You say that the last game was in 2006. Wait. I tell you 2006. The last. Fast. The last game indeed was against Palermo, 2-1 victory, and it was no. You're right. It was in Delle Alpi. You're right.
I don't know if I'm right, but that's you checked it
You're
as
right.
well. That's
You're
that's
right.
the
You're right.
that's the info
But
I have.
they played in Delle Alpi on in the middle of May as well. A Champions League game.
I tell you, wait.
In
So that's
2006.
that's the last game in Serie A of 2006. I go towards the next season. I think that Farad is right. So the next season, the next season we are playing in Serie B,
Wait.
unfortunately, and that's
Well, the
in
answer's in the-
Stadio Olimpico. That's the season where we do the shift. Indeed. So the last game of in the Delle Alpi is Juve Palermo. You're right, 2006.
Well, that doesn't go to anyone, I guess, and that's okay. We'll learn something. It's still 0-0.
Wait. I'm still checking. I'm
The last goal is
No, I'm-
Ibrahimovic. That's what you said, Farad?
Del Piero,
I know.
And what date did you say?
May 7th, 2006.
It's Nedved Ibra that scored, not Del Piero.
Ibra, Serie A should be our last game. Strong start.
Wait. I'm
Fred is frozen. Yeah, he is.
We hear him.
We
but
can hear
no,
him. We can't see him.
no. I'm not frozen.
No, we
Yeah,
can't
you
see
are.
you.
And now you're back.
I
And now the comment says Del Piero was on the bench. I guess we'll never know. Maybe we'll come back next time and confirm, or maybe somebody can give us a source.
Let's
All
go
right.
to the second question.
Second question for
Frederic, let's go for
For-
Frederic. This one
all
is
right,
kind
Frederic.
again for me.
this one is
yeah, I
cancelled.
mean, it's a technicality. Frederic, Del Piero played against Inter in Serie A against Inter 25 times. How many goals does he have against Inter? The person who gets the closest wins. I understand you probably can't get the exact answer, but whoever gets to the closest. Del Piero has played against Inter in Serie A 25 times and scored how many goals? Good thing you closed the chat because people are already answering. 19 goals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
crazy. 19.
25 times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 30% average that he scores. 7?
Pepe, you're able to steal a point.
I go with 6.
1-0. And the turn goes to Pepe. Sorry, Frederic. It was a tough one, but
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
No, but I'm trying in a way to stop the chat because
just move to the private chat.
I don't know how I can do that. I don't know.
Up
I'm
top.
looking.
Just click on private chat and then you see our chat.
No, for us, yes. For us, yes. Look, if I show
Okay.
you, look, if I show you now, for example, I blocked it, for example. You see? We don't see the comment section.
Okay,
But-
good.
But I'm scared that people are answering too much, and then so
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
I try to go with emote only for the quiz, but I don't know how to do. Anyway, tell me. Next question.
Can you name, I'm going to give you a tough one. Can you name the exact date of the Champions League final in 2003 against Milan that took place at Old Trafford? That is the last time I cried over a football match.
That's easy.
You remember the date, Frederic?
Yeah, because something in my personal life happened.
Crazy
and
bastard.
that
Oh my
made it
goodness.
simple.
Beppe,
hesitating
I think you'll lose a point right now.
I was hesitating between 23 or 29, but 29 may 20, let's go with 29.
May
Frederic,
28th. May 28th.
look at that. He takes it back. My boy, well done. May 28, 2003 is the famous All-Italian Champions League final.
My the backstory. Do you want the
29 was
backstory?
Of course.
My that was the week my grandfather died. He was
man.
old. He was ill, but when he was in hospital, he told me, "I hope I get out of hospital very soon," because we didn't have digital cable yet in hospital, and he wanted to see the Champions League game. So that's why I remember the week before he passed away, and then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Juventus and family there's always a story somewhere. So thank you for sharing that one. 1-1. Let's keep going. Who scored the winning goal? This is a couple of answers from this question. Can you name me the player who scored the famous goal against Roma to take us to 102 points, the record in Europe?
What season was that?
It's to me to answer now, or not?
2013-14.
To me or to Fred to answer?
Frederic gets because he stole, and now it's his turn.
I know the answer.
No, it was at home.
Just name me the player who scored against Roma to give Juventus the record of 102 points. One of my favorite goals ever.
Was it? Yeah, I can't remember if it was the 3-0 or because 3 players scored then. So the question is a bit.
Well, it wouldn't be 3-0. It was a decisive goal in the game. What do you say we give it to Pepe? Look at him. Let's go. That's right.
Daniele Osvaldo. No?
2. Yes, correct.
Okay.
2-1. Oh, come on, Frederic. That was such a great goal. He went against his old team. He went crazy celebrating in the stands. All right, 2-1 Beppe. We're playing until 3, and then we'll have a fun quiz at the end. So, Beppe, this is your chance to win. This is going to be kind of a difficult. How many minutes passed between between the two goals against Tottenham in the Champions League, Higuain and Dybala? How many minutes exactly in between those two goals? The
One.
comeback. Wrong. Frederick, how many minutes in between those goals? We went from losing 1-0 to winning 2-1.
Yeah.
It only took how many minutes?
I remember. Beppe said one, right?
Yes, sir.
I think. Yeah, give me a second. 3.
2-2, boys and girls.
Woo! Woo!
For the win. Frederick has a chance to win for the first time.
I knew it was fast.
It's a difficult question, man. I'm sorry to give it to you. It's
I
right.
just guessed. I'm gonna be honest. I guess.
That's okay. Good guess. Which player scored the first goal at the new Juventus stadium?
We just spoke about it.
It's too easy. You wanna? What is the thing? We can go fast, or the question
Frederick
is?
has a chance to win.
But he just answered. No.
I don't know. I don't make
Who
the
needs
rules.
to answer? Fred or me, or both?
Frederick's turn to win the game. Who scored the first goal at the Juventus stadium?
But why him? He just answered a question. He just won.
But was it your turn?
I know.
Because if he steals it,
Yeah,
okay,
no, it's fine.
Beppe, you're killing me,
You're right.
Beppe.
You're right. You're right. It's Frederick. Yeah. It's Frederick. It's right.
Because if you get it wrong and he
Yeah.
answers, it's still his turn. Sorry,
Yeah.
a little confusing.
Give him the trophy.
Frederick.
Except that there could potentially be some discussions on that question, but go for it.
Yeah, but we're gonna go with the official one, and that's Stefan Lichtsteiner.
But it's I didn't say official. Beppe, you have a chance to. It's a tough question. It was not an
Luca
official
Toni.
goal.
Luca
There you
Toni.
go. Ah, Frederick, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, you were so close.
Sorry, I have a backstage story
Do it.
about that first goal. I was with Matri like 2-3 weeks ago. I don't remember, and I said with Simone Pepe and with Matri, and I said first to Simone Pepe because he scored in that game, but he scored the third one or the second one. The second one, I
Yeah.
believe. The
Second one. Yeah.
And I said to him, how pissed off were you that you actually didn't score the first one? Because, everyone is always speaking about Lichtsteiner, first goal
Sure.
official. I said, how disappointed were you that you didn't score a few minutes earlier and you could have been, the one with the first goal? He said, actually, I don't really care. He said, I'm happy because they promised us before the game that the one that would have scored the first goal ever official goal ever from the stadium would have received a huge big box of, I don't know what, champagne or wine. I don't know what alcoholic beverage, but something extremely classy. And he said, I don't drink. So even if I would have given it to someone. So he said I was actually happy that it was something else. And then I saw Matri that was next to me and he drinks. And he said, like, I actually scored and it was cancelled. So I would have loved to score the first one. It was
Very nice.
Inside
Did
story.
Did you know the other inside story that Stefan Lichtsteiner predicted that he was going to be the first goal scorer?
The GOAT.
Because and in the training, I think the day before, 2 days before, they were practicing on shooting on target and whatever, and then the training was done, and you had a couple of players that always stayed to practice free kicks, and all of a sudden Stefan Lichtsteiner joins them and starts taking free kicks. Not as good, of course, because that wasn't his strong point, and everybody was a bit laughing. And why are you coming here? And then this is something for the free kick takers. And Stefan Lichtsteiner said, you're laughing now, but you'll see I'm going to be the first person to score in the new stadium. And everybody was laughing. And, and then he eventually scored.
I love my favorite Lichtsteiner story is he comes back after heart surgery in a friendly game, gets a red card and gets sent off. I've never seen a player get sent off in a friendly game.
Yeah, it's true. But I asked him, because we are always speaking about Lichtsteiner at first goal and it's important to us. You know that he doesn't care? He said
No.
to me, it's not even important. He told me it's not even important. I go, it's nice. He said it's nice, but I don't care at
Yeah,
all.
it's a
So
trivia.
sometimes we go in these trips, like emotionally, and some players they don't care at all about it. Uh, Valhalla.
We weren't done, by the way,
Will he
guys. We
score a
weren't.
goal? Will he play? Will he play against Atalanta? Valhalla Express.
Well,
Yes
I'll
or no?
expect.
Yes.
Will he score against Atalanta?
No.
Ah, dai, il gol dell'ex.
Sì.
Did you see the face? He looks like full crook.
He looks.
Yes.
He's one of those people who looks exactly like he looked when he was 4 years old. He hasn't changed.
It could
I
be
love
it could be 4 or 36. Nobody knows.
Yeah, we need to get our boy a beard or something.
I love him. It's my new protege. I love him. I
Yeah?
really like him. Patrick Holm. No, what is his name?
Emil.
Emil. And
Emil.
I'm sure that he's watching the channel or this one or other. He's a Juventino. In Sweden, they have a huge community of
Huge.
Juventini. They're crazy there. So who knows? Maybe he's watching. Emil, if you're watching,
Like
go
and
to bed
subscribe,
because tomorrow
Emil.
you play. Yeah?
Send a couple of jerseys. By the way, speaking of jerseys, somebody was asking me to do a reveal of the name in the back. Speaking of stories, I'm watching a game. Maurizio from around Turin, he comes to visit Chicago. He writes to us. We get a big group together. We at a bar. And he's like, let me take a picture of your back. I don't even know what he's doing. He sends a message and then he's like, come here, look what the player replied. And there's a, emoji of the strong hand. He says, people love you here in Chicago. That's my boy.
Matthijs de Ligt.
They can never make me hate Delict, man. Even though people tried. That's my son.
Guys,
Are we
Try to
flexing
guess.
now?
try to guess who the
His brother Delict.
Anneke?
Beautiful.
Anneke de Licht.
Anneke was beautiful. She did something. I don't know. She's not anymore that beautiful. I don't know why.
It's all this spiritualism and stones
Yeah.
and
This is the
chakras.
crystal. Oh my God! I stopped following. After he went to Manchester United, I kind of stopped because I don't need
Hey.
Manchester United on my timeline.
I
I
wanted to.
unfollow always the players that are leaving Juve. I unfollow them. Sometimes
Oh,
I
really?
keep following their girlfriend. Sometimes.
Can I?
You know,
We were- we were-
one girlfriend that I'm still following from ex players that left.
Antonella.
Who's that? From the no. I never even followed her. No.
Tell me.
Other guess.
Ruganis.
No.
Oh my God!
No.
I'm.
Too soon.
She's,
Never even followed.
Yeah,
Not
she was so annoying. I'm sorry, she was the worst. No, I can't. I don't
Tell
know.
us, Pepe.
I tell you, bravo. There is one in chat.
Chiesa.
Fantastic.
Who's the current goat of the
I
girlfriends?
unfollowed Chiesa, of course, but not her.
Morata.
The goat of the swags.
Right now,
Yeah.
current.
I don't know.
No,
I,
they're not-
I sat right next to Bremer's. I don't know if it's a girlfriend or wife. Very nice family. She was really nice. Little the
I don't have it in mind. I don't know who are the girlfriends. Wait, who do we have in goal? Di Gregorio. I think I never saw the wife. You know that I have difficult. Kalulu. I don't know if he has a wife.
He has a girlfriend. I don't
Yeah?
know if you saw.
Yeah.
I want to know what
Come on,
happened.
Pepe. No. You need to Google that for yourself.
I watched. Yeah.
Yeah. Vlahovic is one. His girlfriend is
Which one?
okay.
He has like 6 or 7.
Yeah, the latest one with the dark hair.
Not all the ones from the hotel.
No.
No.
They were not his girlfriend. Oh, Pepe, I found something when I came back from the Napoli game, I found something in my parrot's basement. Can I
Oh
share
yeah,
it with the chat?
Oh my God.
Can I show
This,
it?
this, this is gonna put our Delic jerseys to shame.
is it Ihataren?
No, no,
Mohamed Ihataren? Is not him?
no,
No,
no. I
because
didn't.
nobody knew where he was. Maybe you found him there. I don't know. Huh?
If I put him in my basement, I would have let him make Gucci wallets. But no, it's not him. I'm going to. Do I need to wear it? Is it nicer if I wear it? It's something that you can wear.
Sure.
Yeah, too.
You should
I'm
have
just
worn it.
gonna.
If I had that, I would never take it off.
Yeah,
And it's authentic stuff too.
Maybe you should show us before. No, I'm scared.
Kalulu cook. I googled Kalulu's girlfriend. I didn't get anything funny.
Who
Kalulu
is that?
cooking on and off the field. It says not publicly disclosed.
Who is
Then you're not
Licina?
doing a good job.
Licina take Chico.
Yeah,
No,
you see that?
Fabione is speaking in.
The new player is Sina.
Ah, he's good. I heard.
Ah,
Really,
I immediately
really,
think of Baggio wearing that. Beautiful.
It's
This is like
super close with the button.
1994 or 5 or 3.
I think 92, 93.
Yeah.
1993. Beautiful. There's a picture of Roberto Baggio wearing this on a bench. Beautiful photo.
Really beautiful.
I also have the zipper hoodie, but the red one. And I have one that was only for the players that was never for commercial use. I think Farad has that picture. But I'm watching everything right now. But takes me back.
Beautiful.
Takes me back.
Beppe, Beppe only has new swag. You need to come with some 90s
I have
90s sweatshirts.
I have a lot of things from the past as well. I have a jacket as well, like that, but the blue one.
Beautiful.
White, blue, kappa.
That's
It's really
beautiful.
nice as well.
That's beautiful.
This one.
Kappa, man.
And you know that I even have this one here. Wait. This jacket here, I promise you it's true. This jacket. No, not this one. Ah, shit. I have no idea where it is. But I don't know where it is. I have a jacket. I promise you it's true.
GJ's jacket.
From Ferrara. When he was coach,
Nice.
not a player. So it's not really a nice year because we ended in not a great position that year. But I have a jacket from Ferrara.
Why is he wearing these glasses? Somebody needs to take a screenshot.
No. It's awesome.
Yeah. No,
Really
because
like it.
no, because I'm planning a lot of things here on the channel, and one of the things that I think I will do start soon will be rating players. I keep the W glasses for every rating, except I will take them off for the one that played the best.
That's a nice.
Colo, our buddy Colo99 is asking a great question. Who's the worst player you have on a shirt? Oh, GJ's Jamiroquai.
The worst player on a shirt. Nah.
I have a friend who buys players only for comedy. He's I don't know in centimeters, but he's 6'4", he's like 250 pounds, and he has a Jovinko jersey.
But Jovinko was not. Look, I wanted to say Quadrado, not because he's the worst player, but I put him on the fourth shirt from a few seasons ago. You know that Brazilian artist collab shirt, that blue, orange, and white. You know, with all these triangle forms. Cobra collection.
Sure.
It was a fourth edition. It was really beautiful, and I like to have a bit of a crazy. So I put a. No, it's not true. It's not true. On this one, I've put Zakaria. I have put Zakaria on that.
There you go, Colo. We found one.
Oh, but Zakaria was good.
Nah.
Not with you. I like Zakaria, and I have on the Farrell shirt. I have Quadrado.
Oh,
And
nice.
I'm pissed off because I like the Farrell shirt, the pink one. But Quadrado went to Inter. I don't know. I need to check in my collection. It's a long time ago that I didn't check in my collection. No, I don't have Bernardeschi, guys.
Bernardeschi.
I don't
Yeah,
have what is it
got
here?
some
Coke
cuts.
Manners. I was about to take Douglas Luiz, and I said, you know why I didn't take Douglas Luiz? Because I hesitated between Cope and Douglas Luiz, and I said the one that will impress me the most, I will sign him. I will put him on my shirt.
They both
I'm
lost.
still waiting. I'm still waiting.
You
I
can
don't
wait
know.
a long time, I think.
I think nowadays Yildiz is a way to go.
I don't have
No,
Ramsey.
Yildiz.
This
Oh,
year,
Ramsey.
no.
I have
I
very
don't.
few shirts with names on, actually. I
Yeah,
stopped
many
that
people
shirt.
many people have a policy of no names. But I like
I,
the names because it brings you back. Even if it's a name that's not the greatest player for
I
us, it
agree.
brings you back to that period.
I agree.
I stopped after Zidane because Zidane really broke my heart in a way.
Mm.
I was fine with Baggio, Ravanelli, Viali even, but Zidane won perfect. And then I said no more names on jerseys.
But you know what? I promise you it's true. I swear to God it's true. Huh? First of all, let's say thank you to Mlaggio, but I swear to God it's true. I waited long before buying the away shirt of last season. And then I said, okay, it's time now to buy it. I bought it. It arrived. It's a true story. It arrived last season on the 4th of December 2024 with Cambiaso name on. The 5th, he has that injury against Bologna. Since that day, he never came back.
Oh
I
no.
swear, I swear I put Cambiaso because I said,
You
top player. He
jinxed it.
That's
cannot
it.
disappoint. I promise you,
You
one
broke
day,
Cambiaso. You broke Cambiaso.
I broke
G just
Cambiaso.
jinx.
I promise you it's true. I never put the shirt. Yeah, I
But
think I never
maybe
put the shirt on.
maybe it works the other way as well. So please buy a Koopmeiners shirt and we'll see if he wins the Ballon d'Or.
Maybe
Who
no, but
knows?
this season I didn't put any player on the shirt.
Koopmeiners is not even the best player in his family.
Yeah, man, Cope. It's a sad story, but it's over. It's over. He will not
Yeah.
come back.
Pepe, Atalanta preview.
Yeah. First of all, I want to give a check here. We didn't move, guys. I tell you, Fred, when you want
Mm.
to leave. But I continue until we reach 41,685. 11 people. It's not the. I'm not asking the earth. Like
Let's go.
11 people. Preview Atalanta, but it depends. Atalanta, they really want to go for their starting team. They will take it seriously, also because they are in a really bad position in Serie A, and it's difficult. They lost a lot of ground there. They have the Champions League, but it's quite difficult. They are playing against Dortmund as well, so Coppa Italia is one of their objectives. They will play their strongest team. For Juve, today he didn't speak, Spalletti. So the huge big question is who will he play? Who will not play? How will he take it? Will he take it seriously or not? The latest one from Gazzetta, sorry, from Sky, but Sky is often wrong. Is
Mm,
Perin into the goal? Kalulu, Gatti, Cabal as a center back, Cambiaso, Locatelli, Cope Manners, Jegrova, Miretti, Conceição on the left, and Openda. It's really, really, really a strange lineup. I don't believe it.
no, no.
So I don't know how who will play, who will not play. Yildiz will not play. He will travel with the team. He will travel with the team, but he will not play.
I believe the Conceição thing, though.
Conceição on the left.
Hmm. That I
But I
believe.
think I read somewhere that Yildiz might come in if they need him. So he's in discomfort, but he's not injured.
Nah, he will travel, but he will not play. Look, I would I would play McKennie, Locatelli to start with, and I would rest them against Lazio.
Hmm.
They are at risk of being booked. If they receive a yellow card against not against Lazio, They missed the game. But McKennie, I would even play him against Lazio, but not Locatelli. Locatelli should not see the field against Lazio.
No, agree.
Because you know what is happening with Locatelli. Huh? If he knows that he cannot take a yellow card, he will take it in the first 10 minutes of the game. He will not play like he's usually playing. He will be stressed, not committing any foul or not. So
No,
tomorrow Locatelli starts. To me,
yeah, I think so too.
I would play Openda as well tomorrow. Can I tell you? Tomorrow we go out of the game.
Yeah,
Tomorrow we are eliminated of Coppa Italia.
yeah,
I tell you.
yeah.
But why do we do that? It's a very important game for us because just my dumb opinion. I feel like this is one tournament that Spalletti can win. Why not try to go all the way to get at least some silverware this year? No.
Because you have to make a decision on where to put your efforts, and the effort is not going to be in the Coppa Italia game. You can better proceed one extra game in the Champions League and get 20 million in return than go all the way to the Coppa for a couple of million, not even. So
I don't think that the message of Spalletti will be let's lose and be eliminated, but that if we go through happy. That's good, but the problem is the schedule.
yeah,
That's the problem because if you're looking at the schedule, maybe I should put it a bit bigger.
it's rough.
The
It's
problem is
rough.
that we have Lazio with two players that are potentially at risk of suspension, and then you have Inter, Champions League, Como, Galatasaray, Roma. If there is one game where, unfortunately, is the game to rest some players before playing the 8th, the 14th, the 17th, the 21st, 25th, and the 1st of March, it's here. There is no other option. It's here. Here you're risking top 4 again, especially because
Yeah,
Lazio, let's say you lose against Lazio or you draw against Lazio, okay? But the problem is that the other games in Serie A are Inter, Como, and Roma. So you cannot, you need to put your best team against Lazio. So that's the only game where you have to rotate to me.
yeah.
The
And I,
problem is
wor-
that
I,
when
wor-
we rotate, we saw what
we're
happened. Huh?
awful. And I would rotate everyone, literally.
Perin to the goal.
I would play Boga, play Holm, play Koopmeiners, play Openda, play whoever. Don't let anybody from the first team play.
Boga, I don't know if it's true or not, might need a few days more before really being to the game. It's not about injury or not because he's not even injured, but he was training with a team, but he should maybe Atalanta and Lazio are a bit earlier, but after Atalanta being ready, then can he play? I would be happy if he can, but I'm not sure. Holm is per direct available. I would play Holm immediately tomorrow. Immediately.
So are Atalanta good or bad enough to beat our second stringers?
Good enough.
In other words, do we even have a chance fielding this?
Of course, you have a chance.
You always have a chance.
But Atalanta is with their starting 11, believing that they go for, because it's a message that you sent, Farad. You saw it against Monaco. You field a rotational team. I believe 6 players out of 11, not even 11 of 11, 6 out of 11. You saw that the team, they said, well, we understood it's not a vital must-win game, and you saw how far behind we were. It was a game against Monaco, was a shit game. Nobody cared. You saw it, and it's a pity because these players, they have an opportunity to do something and they just throw it away because they don't want or whatever. So I think that tomorrow as well, if you are obliged to rotate and you put again 5-6 players there, a starting 11, and they feel it, they will be demolished by Atalanta wanting to do well. No, Atalanta will not rotate. They will not rotate. They will play with their strongest team.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
they need this.
Yeah.
Beppe, where do you think the last time Juventus could field two different lineups almost equal to each other? Because I remember there was times where substitutes were fighting for a spot in the starting lineup.
And you mean that we had like 22 players?
Yep,
That's really long time ago.
17.
I'm already happy that with Spalletti, if you tell me, Beppe, tell me the starting 11, I can tell you the starting 11. There have been a lot of seasons where I couldn't even tell you who was our starting 11. I
Yeah.
didn't know. It was one time it was this, then it was that. It was extremely difficult to find a starting 11. I'm already happy that we have 11. Then these 11, I think that some players they need to step up. What is the problem of Cambiaso, according to you, Farad and Fred? And then I want to answer Zaki's question.
Before I hopped on a podcast, that was one of my questions for you guys, especially for Beppe. I know how Frederick feels about him, but Cambiaso, to you, are you Cambiaso out, or you believe
But
that
it's not a matter of how you feel about a player. It's what lies in front of you and the facts.
But
And the
Beppe is a little more optimistic. Like, is he completely out, or he feels like Cambiaso just needs to get over a bad period?
I'm people know it on my channel. I hate the hashtag out because makes no sense.
Sure.
Locatelli passed and Locatelli today. McKennie passed and McKennie today. I'm always like, show me you have a contract until the end of that contract. Of course, let's not even say the end of contract, but until the end of season, you are part of us. So I don't like, except of exceptional cases, to put a player in the stands. But it's not 1 month. It's now 13 months. I tell you, I no 14 months because I have the date. I remember it because I bought his shirt the 4th of December and the 5th he went with that problem against Bologna. So it's now 14 months in a row. If I ask people how many great games did he play in these 14 months, people will tell me 3-4 games that they remember. And that's not enough. So the player has unobvious qualities. We saw them. But the problem, I believe that he has like in the beginning, mentally, he thought that he was better than. And now I believe that it's the reverse. I think that he understood that all the players are performing with Spalletti. They are there, they are doing what he's asking, they are growing, they are improving. And actually, from being actually the one that was standing out, do you remember? Because he was standing out, huh? He was like with the 2-3 players that were standing out. Yildiz, him, Bremer, probably. And now he's actually in the 2-3 players that are absolutely not performing. It's strange for him as well, and now he gets booed from the fans when he subs out. I think that tactically is not a smart player, and that's a problem, especially with Spalletti. So you need to.
Yep.
So out, no, but show us, because at today's, unfortunately, Cambiaso is not the one that we need.
Gotcha.
No. I feel completely the same, and I think the biggest issue with Cambiaso is the fact that he thought, or he still thinks, that he is the best player on our team without even having to make an effort. Because what made Cambiaso great in those couple of months when he was great was his work rate and mentality. And now you see that at times he's not as focused, as concentrated, and to me, his football IQ, and I said this on the scoop as well, his football IQ is very low. I don't mean that he's dumb. I don't mean to be negative, but I think footballing
I agree.
wise, he's not the smartest of the bunch. And if you're not technically gifted, but you have football IQ, then you can come a long way. The other way around is a bit more difficult.
That's what Pirlo said.
I think that's the main issue. And then, of course, you want to go to Manchester
It's
City.
problematic. Huh? It's really problematic. And I'm not
It
speaking
is.
only against Parma, but it's really every game that you see that he's really below and he
And and
starts to be
and
a threat.
if he makes a mistake within the first 10 minutes, it's like guaranteed he's gonna do something to set us back. But
Guy,
obviously, on a personal level, I wish him the best. But right
a
now, he
normal
stands out.
a normal player, I mean, with football IQ, is not trying what he's doing. You just take that ball with your right foot and you put it the other side totally away. You don't try it because in moments of difficulties, what do you need to do? The easy, basic things. That's what you
Walk
start with
away with the ball. Yeah.
until you have confidence, and then you try the difficult things. It's tough, huh? Because I tell you, the first 35 minutes, he was not even that bad against Parma. I liked how he was doing against Parma in the beginning. And then he scores that own goal. He totally disappears. It's where I think that he will play tomorrow instead of Yildiz. No, I think he will play there because at least it's not creating any damage. He's happy to play there up front. Yildiz is not there. Boga is not ready. Uh, and if you're looking at what he was playing against Parma in the first half, that's where he was playing, because Yildiz was absolutely not in form. He was pushing high. He can do it without problem. Of course, he's not doing the job of Yildiz. It's another way of interpreting the game, but I believe that tomorrow he plays instead of Yildiz. Cabal in the back, or
Cabal's
Costa.
gonna get minutes. Cabal's gonna get minutes for sure.
Like Cabal is not
Sure.
reassuring me. I'm scared when he plays. Mamma mia. I like
I
him.
think
He's always with a smile, but mamma mia,
even Cabal is scared when he plays.
he scares me
We
so
we
much.
we have no balance. This is something that is going to be our main focus for the summer, or has to be. Get that balance and quality up, because it's. I think it's not acceptable that a coach works this hard to make everybody better, but there's still 3, 4, 5 players that are still lagging behind. That means that it has nothing to do with the coach, nothing with the surroundings, and it's just on the players themselves. And if you can find that mentality to improve, to do better, to get results in order to get Champions League qualification, whatever, then
We lost two again.
eh,
Come on, people.
We'll never go to sleep. Guys, I need to go to the bathroom. Can you answer that question from Zaki that is saying, have you noticed Locatelli is on his feet? Must time now
most time,
radar on the ground.
most time now, I think he means.
Ah, he's on his feet most time now on the ground. I was glad Nesiri didn't come the same way I was happy when Conte stayed at Napoli. You want to answer that? I need to go to the
Frederick, it's all
bathroom,
you.
guys. It happens, I don't know.
Yeah, take your time, enjoy. Yeah, I think so. I spoke about this a number of times. I think Locatelli, especially the last couple of months, has really improved with the vertical play. And I think the fact that he is playing more vertically also makes him suffer less fouls. Because if you play with your back to your opponent to play a back pass, it's normal that the opponent, bumps into you or tries to be a bit more aggressive in that matter. But if you're pushing forward, then it's difficult to get challenges against you. So I think that's another positive outcome of the way that he's performing. And Asiri, I just saw from YouTube, and I remember him from games in the past. He didn't. To be honest, there's no striker at this point that really impresses me, bar the usual suspects, the Haalands, the Mbappés. I don't know. There's no player at this point that can warm my heart, to be honest. So and Asiri, I doubt that he was going to bring anything better than David. I still think that we've seen 60% of David, and we need to see the other 40 still.
Frederick, question for you. Besides the usual suspects that are going for best player of the year for us, who is that one player that's kind of under the radar and people don't really appreciate, that is not top 3, but he's a solid 4th best player at Juve?
In the starting lineup, you mean, or apart
Just
from that,
just
or
this year, who's been that one underrated guy? Who's obviously, there's Yildiz, McKennie, stars, but there's this one guy that kind of doesn't get enough love.
for me, Kelly.
Kelly, I knew
Kelly.
it.
Yeah. I mean, but I say this every time, but I think he's
But
so
that's okay. That was my question.
no. Since the Napoli game, he's gotten a bit more love, in a broad sense, also from media. But I've been saying this since I think September, and you can look back at the Turin Giants episodes. But I really think that he keeps growing. What he does perfectly. He doesn't do anything crazy or whatever, but he's always there. He's always battling, and I like, when he loses.
Mhm.
And I saw that live against Napoli at one point. He just lost a touch and he loses the ball. The way he tries to recuperate from that error, like in a
Mhm.
millisecond, it's amazing to see. It kind of reminds me mentality wise of David's in that respect. But the same thing can be said for David, although David is just starting to perform. So I'm
Mhm.
not gonna be too
Can can
too
can Kelly get a Alessandro Del Piero?
yeah, of course. And several more. And several more. I think for me, comeback of the decade in football sense.
Hmm.
Comeback of the decade. We spat him out literally, including myself. I saw him play and I was weeping blood, but
Yeah, it was a tough start for him. But some other shout outs in the comments were Kalulu. I like David link up with the players. Turam is underrated. I like Turam. I like the way what he does. I've always said, not always. I've always said in the beginning I
I
was not too
I
happy,
had to
but
convince you. I
yeah,
had
no,
to convince
I
you last
it,
season.
it like there's certain players that when they get the ball, you're at the edge of your seat. Thuram is maybe not Pogba levels yet, but like that reminds me when Pogba would get the ball, we were just holding our breath for something great. I feel like
Yeah,
Thuram has that possibility. Thuram is strong and fast. He goes through the middle. Last few games, he's kind of impressed me. I like what he's doing, and he's leading the celebrations. Well, let's talk about the celebrations. Just shows that Juve is kind of becoming a unit again, and
this is for me one of the best things I saw because we were talking about David celebrating alone. We were talking about Thuram not celebrating with the team and whatever. And now you see that they're doing stupid stuff, in my opinion, but they're doing stuff together. So it means that they clicked. And once
mhm,
again, thanks to Spalletti, because
100%.
Spalletti still, I mean, guys, I remember Beppe not being too happy when Spalletti came, but
No, no,
a
no,
lot of
no. But
people weren't. And that's okay because like I said, Spalletti isn't the most easiest guy to work with, which means it could get messy, but the way he's conducted himself very respectfully for Juventus,
Hmm.
their past, their history, and plus
you
the
know
work.
that his brother, because he's not a Juventino, but his brother was a huge big Juventino. I think that as well. He wants to honor the memory of his brother. I think
Hmm.
personally.
I,
But go
I
ahead.
also think when you enter at Juventus at any level, be it a coach, a player, and you have a certain love for another team, but you get immersed in that Juventus DNA. I know it's a fashion word, but it is what it is. You either hate it and it cripples you, like koopmijners, or you embrace it and you become stronger and eventually also fall in love with it because uh, one of our biggest names was never Marcello Lippi, who wasn't a Juventino at all.
No, no, he was not.
He became a Juventino at Juventus. And even to this day, he always speaks very respectfully, highly of Juventus. A number of players, Davids hated Juventus. Davids hated Juventus.
Why did he have Juventus?
Ajax.
Ajax, yeah, I guess he
Ajax,
missed the penalty.
there was Ajax. There were some issues in the past as well. There was some going back and forth in the media, especially when he played for Milan. Very tough battles as always. And he really didn't like Juventus. Then he came to Juventus, and after 2 weeks, he was like, "This is amazing. I never felt anything like this." There are actual interviews where he says that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, Trezeguet the same, huh? Trezeguet said, "Oh, Juventus, even though Juventus at that time was top level, no, no, I want to go to Manchester United or something." He didn't really want to come to Juventus or didn't think highly of Juventus. Now he's an ambassador for Juventus. So
Mhm.
sometimes you have to experience what Juventus is in order to understand what it means or what it will do to you on a personal level and a professional one.
Sure.
And some people like Koopmeiners, I'm pretty sure that he just can't handle it. I know that he likes
Especially,
Juventus.
especially he got paid. The transfer fee was so high. I feel like that expectations were high with that transfer fee.
It was the whole story. He was going to the doctor. He got a note. Didn't train with the team. Didn't train. It dragged on so long. And this is the thing that I have to blame Juntoli for, because if you want a player and the price is that, and you see that there's no negotiation room, okay, buy him. Stop with the 2 months of chasing each other and courting each other. And but
Beppe has the loudest keyboard in the world.
I don't even
Yeah,
want
I
to know
made
what
a
he was.
mistake. I made a mistake. No,
Oh,
because it has a lot of beautiful colors and it changed colors. I
Hmm.
have a really great keyboard. Huh?
I think it's for coding. No.
It's for
Oh
gaming,
no.
but
Okay.
I'm not gaming. I'm just writing. So I love it when I'm alone because it types really well. Because I can blind type, so it's perfect. But the problem is that when I'm online, it's a disaster.
It types well,
Mm.
but your neighbors can hear it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
my,
So
you woke my wife up with
it's a
typing
disaster.
something.
My keyboard is a disaster. No, I was answering to someone that wrote me a message on WhatsApp.
Pepe,
But
before we had,
no, but let,
don't
let
worry.
me finish about Spalletti. I
Yes, yes.
am
Sorry.
I am extremely impressed about how quickly he was able to turn a team that was delivering mediocre performances since years, to a team that is showing me something that I didn't see in years. Patterns, football, smiles. It's really incredible. Kudos to him. Fantastic. I'm happy when people are proving me wrong. There is just still one thing why I didn't like Spalletti, and that was my main issue with Spalletti. It's not when things are going well. Even if I'm impressed that he's doing even better than what I was thinking. I was thinking that he would do well, but not that well. My biggest block for Spalletti to come to Juve was that I believe, no, I believe, uh, analyzing him since Empoli, Udinese, since his entire career, it's after a turbo start, usually when he starts the season, he has that moment of dip, and that's where he goes in total depression mode, in total paranoia mode, where he has these 2 months where he can't solve things, maybe because he's thinking about solution, it takes too much, and then he threw it actually away what he built, and then he goes back, but it's too late, and he bottled it. So I'm curious, Spalletti in an entire season, when that moment of dip will happen, and
It's
hopefully
so funny.
never
I
happen.
had that question for you guys. Like, to me, a good coach peaks at the right moment. February right now will be super difficult, and March. I was wondering. I don't know if Spalletti is that well back in his other teams. How did he do during that little period of February, March, which is a difficult
But
time for a lot of coaches? Do you remember how he did?
Spalletti, and correct me if I'm wrong, Beppe, but Spalletti's worst months were always November, December, and a bit of January. You started
Okay.
really strong up until November, and then you started seeing a bit of a decline. And a lot of people were saying that was because of his preparation, because he, with his usual team, tried to make the players get that turbo start in the beginning of the season, but then fatigue, injuries, suspensions, whatever happens, happens. And he loses the team at a certain point. I don't know how to call it, but he starts. You can see it in the press conferences as well. when you see September press conference, it's smiles and sarcasm, and then November comes and my man gets a winter dip and starts throwing people under the bus and starts sulking and pouting and not.
Well, Carlo in the comments here says that he has a history of throwing players under the bus.
He's very direct in that sense. He can, if he says today to Koopmeiners on the pitch, "Fuck off," he'll tell the media, I told Koopmeiners to fuck off."
But I don't think it's. I don't think it's really throwing players under the bus. I think it's also corporate, and sometimes he's acting because the club is asking him to do so. Icardi is a situation that he handled because Icardi was bringing private matters into the locker room, and it was starting to be toxic, and he handled it. For Totti, I believe also that the management asked him at a certain moment to stop.
Totti was a shit show.
Yeah,
Totti was I remember the media, the circus, the that was very, very tough to even. You could feel the tension even just looking at the games, the warm up, the press conferences. It was oof.
But to me, I don't think that it's one that is throwing under the bus because he wants to. Look at the intelligence he had, and that's what I advised him for Locatelli. I said, I hope that when he will, Frederic, I said it here. Remember, I said, I hope that when they will meet in La Continassa, he will say, "Buongiorno, my name is Luciano Spalletti. I'm the new coach of Juve," and that he says, "My name is Locatelli. I'm the captain of Juve." And they did it like that. They started from scratch. If it was someone that wanted to throw, you would have done it with Locatelli. He didn't. So no, I don't believe he wants to throw players under the bus. But then sometimes situations are there, and he's strong enough to do it. Gatti, for example, is not a player that he likes, that he sees, and Gatti, I tell you, I don't think that 26, 27 we see Gatti. Could have gone to Milan. Actually, the first time it's Juve that contacted Milan for a swap. It's not Milan that contacted Juve. So they said, "We give you Gatti. You are looking for a defender. Give us a Ricci." Milan said, "No, not for Ricci." But yeah. That in the last days, in the last hours, they even contacted again, had some contacts with Milan, and then they said, no, because now Rugani is about to sign with Fiorentina, so they stopped it. Otherwise, it was gone already now, Gatti.
Also, in the first week, I believe Dortmund, but Gatti does not want to go to Germany, not even for Bayern Munich. But Spalletti, and this is my biggest issue if I have one with Spalletti. If you do, in his eyes, something wrong to him, then you're done. There's no getting back. It takes literally years, and you have to be separated. You cannot work together anymore. And we saw that with Totti and Icardi, who were very big names at that time. They were probably the best players in Serie A at that point. He just breaks off with them like nothing happened, and it doesn't get fixed. He's not the type of person that can put that beside him and move on and work with the people. You either take Spalletti out or take the player out, because when the fight is loose, then it's done.
I know that you have to leave soon, Farad.
It's been fun, but I'm sorry.
You have another question for us before you leave?
No, I was wondering about a lot of things, and you guys did a pretty good job. Listen to this podcast later in audio form on our Spotify, Turin Giants podcast, youtube.com/Turin Giants official, at Turin Giants on Instagram. We always do fun stuff there. And everyone in the comments, thank you for your kind words. I had a great time. You guys finish up. Hopefully you get to that magical number, Beppe.
We need your prediction for the Atalanta game, though.
Atalanta game. I'm kind of confident. I heard you guys. I understand, second stringers, but narrow. Oh god! I know I'm gonna repeat. Spoiler alert, Zach's prediction, but I do agree with him. 2-1 is very doable. I feel like they will surprise us. But
2-1
I'm
is
I'm an
Atalanta winning, yeah?
optimist.
You know that.
Juventus winning.
1-2 then.
1-2. 1-2 for Farad. I go to the latest prediction. So Kevin said 1-2 against Parma, and we won 1-4. So that's 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Zach said 0-1, 1 point. Fred said 1-1 against Parma. I said 0-3. So that's only 1 point. Even if I have the correct gap of goals.
1 point.
That's my first point of the
Why do you
tournament.
try? Why do you try every week, Beppe? Every week.
I have difficulties with rules. So 1 point for me in total after 5 games. Fred remains at 2. Zach goes to 5, still the leader, and Kevin goes to 2 points. Okay, now we
Zach in the comment says I picked us to lose. Sorry, I misread the text message, but I'm gonna be the optimist and say Juventus goes to the. There's one leg, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there is not even the extra time. So if it's a draw, then it goes to penalties.
It's going to be a really interesting game. Maybe one of those players that needs to step up, like Beppe said. Maybe they will create a miracle.
So
Boys and girls,
you're 1-2.
Juventus is
thank
winning.
you,
Yes.
Farad.
Love you guys, everyone.
Farad,
Love you.
Check on your friends.
I'm looking for the results that they have sent. Wait, because I'm in the chat. I'm trying to find the results. Who gave them?
Everybody except me.
Oh, I can't find. Zach said Atalanta will beat Juve 2-1.
Yeah.
That's the result of Zach. Kevin, I don't know if Kevin gave the result. Did he?
I don't think so, no.
No, Kevin didn't give it. Okay. And then he said against Lazio. So it's Lazio, Juve. He said,
Juve, Lazio.
Zach said, is it Juve Lazio? We are playing at home?
Yeah.
Bravo. Juve, Lazio. He said that we will win 2-0. Okay. Your results for Atalanta, Juve, and Juve Lazio?
Atalanta Juve, we lose on penalties.
And what is the result at 90 minutes? We go to 90 minutes, right? I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me say 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
And against Lazio?
Against Lazio, I think we win 3-1.
If Zach is going with 2-1, if
You
you are
need to
going with
copy him.
2-2, no, I will try the magic touch. I believe we will lose, but my prediction, thinking about the game, is that we will win.
What?
I need to recuperate points here.
Yeah, you need to do something crazy. Yeah.
So I go with a. Are you scoring a lot? You know that Atalanta with Palladino? I didn't check a lot. I go with a. (1-0) Juve.
It's gonna be that kind of game, huh?
And then against Lazio, we win as well. 2-0 is a beautiful result.
It's the same as 3-1, but we'll see who gets the points.
We'll see.
Could go either
bravo.
way, huh?
So that's my result. No. It's not about Allegri style football. Because Allegri, you saw yesterday, at 3-0, they destroyed Bologna. Did you
But
watch the
Bologna,
game?
sorry, I watch a bit, but Bologna's hopeless in every sense. This is it was like seeing a Serie B team play,
They were bad.
honestly. Oh, they
Yeah, but
couldn't string together three passes.
without Holm.
and and against Rabio,
And against Rabio, what a game. What a game, Rabio. To me, really, they can say thank you to Rabio.
they can say thank you to Juventus.
They can say thank you. Seriously. I think that Modric must say thank you that he's breathing the same air as Adrian.
Modric, I haven't seen do anything this season. Sorry. Uh,
No, man, he's doing
uh,
okay. He's doing okay, Modric, but it's because of Adrian's work. Did you see that grinta, that leadership? No, Rabiot is incredible, incredible, incredible. The salary of Rabiot is not even that high. Yeah? He doesn't care. People they didn't believe me. The Neven and his dog will unsubscribe because you know that Neven is coming from Croatia, so he's not really happy with my comments about Modric.
didn't he have two dogs that subscribed?
Eh,
Show
but
the people, Beppe. How many
no,
people do we have?
it's over. It's over. Wait, why did they take it away? Wait, I will put it again. But nah, it will be, I think, impossible. We miss 15. No, but I would be pissed off that I go to sleep, I wake up, and then we reach them. I want to be live when we reach them. Oh, Rabiot is too strong. Yesterday impressed again. What a player. What a player. Chapeau.
Yeah, I agree with
Imagine
people.
Juve with Rabiot without Cope manners.
We would have had 60 million euros more in the bank, at
No.
least.
Yeah. Also,
That only that is enough for me to because yeah, I didn't like Rabio. I don't like his playing style in the sense that cavallo pazzo.
it's good. I don't remember, honestly, I don't remember the last bad game of Rabio. I don't remember.
I just find
I
it
need to
very
go to
annoying.
Sarri time.
Yeah, but I find it annoying that in this last contract year he started playing really well.
It was
Like
even
that,
before. It was even before.
I don't know. I didn't, but
You know
maybe
why
it's
people
also
thought that? Because he started to score more and assist more. And also, don't forget, he became also a veteran in the locker room. He really wanted to win. He really wanted to win that Scudetto. He believed in it, with Allegri as well. They really believed they could do it.
yeah, yeah. It's just a pity. Like I don't know. He did his thing and it was good, but nah, at a certain
I told you
point,
why he didn't extend with Juve.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because he spoke with Giuntoli and he said, I don't believe in your project.
yeah. I know he was too honest, and then Giuntoli said, "Ciao."
What topic, Fred, when you want to leave, you leave, huh?
Yeah, I still have some time. Still have
You know
some
what's
time.
my only problem? That I need to send this version of audio to Farad. I cannot send him a live of 7 hours. I don't know how I would be able to send it. So I don't know how I can keep my promise.
I think in about 20 minutes I have to sign off as well because my alarm goes off at 10 to 6. So that means that I have 5 hours of sleep. But yeah, I was hoping for better results in terms of
No, I know,
subscribers,
I
but
know, I knew, I knew. It was
uh,
really, really, really difficult. 15, 15. I knew it would have been difficult.
guys in the chat, I mean, you must have
No, but they
some sort
already
of
did. That's the problem. They already
yeah,
took the
but
phone
they
of
they
the
have
mother and the sister
take
and
no take start a WhatsApp group, text everybody, send the link, said you need to subscribe.
at midnight. No,
Ah,
no, no, no. We go. Actually, think tomorrow. Less sleep is bad for hair growth. That's also true, Thomas.
I have nothing to lose anyway, so
Someone told me something. I must say, because you know that I try to be partial.
okay.
I try. Not always it works. Someone told me something today, and I said, "Attenzione."
Tell me.
They told me the last 3 years of Rabio, he didn't play European competition.
Hmm?
At Juve, we were disqualified.
Yeah.
At Milan, they are not playing, and if I'm not wrong,
No.
with Marseille, they didn't play a European competition. Which means that he's playing since now the third year in a row, one time a week. He's managing all the efforts.
I think Rabio gets, but it's different. We try to but they're football players, blah blah blah. They need to get their. They're not robots. They're not robots, and it's very difficult to have such amount of games to be played. But Siraz is right. He played in 22, 23, the Euros, and then the Champions League. That was it.
23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26. Yeah, the last 3 seasons he
Yeah,
didn't play
yeah,
European
yeah.
competition. Yeah, yeah. No, Razi needs ChatGTP. I know out of memory. No, but it could be, huh? It could be, the last 3 seasons. Of course, if you don't play three years in a row, European midweek games, and you focus on one game a week, you are
But
performing
especially
better. Huh?
with his playing style, his playing style is the definition of box to box and green time mentality. If you need to do that 3 times a week with your training, then you
Hard.
can never get the same level. But if you have to focus on one game, maybe maximum two, with sometimes a Coppa Italia thrown in between, then it's doable.
What is your take on what happened? I don't know if you saw or followed or not, but with Inter and that I don't know what.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful. We were talking about that on our post game episode, and I think it was Kevin that said if this happened to Juventus, we would be it would be all over the newspapers, front page, fines, relegation, who knows? But it would be more drama than it was now, and now it's downplayed, and I think that's sad. And I also said that I don't care about Inter. I don't care about Milan. I don't care. But I want Lega Serie A with objectiveness and not just if you see what we are fined for at times, it's laughable. Uh,
You know, I have always have a vision of don't, but I don't care about the team. Huh? For me, it's for every team.
mhm.
Don't punish an entire fan base because of one stupid person or 10 stupid person. That's why I'm extremely proud that at the Allianz team we have a fantastic camera system. They showed me, so I know perfectly how it works and things like that. So to identify troublemakers, you are doing something stupid, you go out, and if you are banned for life, you are banned for life. So to me, if you identify someone, you need to punish him. I never loved the fact of you punish everyone. Curva is blocked. Nobody can go to the game anymore because 10, even 100 or 200, whatever, people did something. It's not correct because you cannot punish someone for something that they didn't do. And that's exactly the same for Inter. If one stupid or 10 stupid guys, they did something like that, why should all the Inter fans not being able to travel anymore? But then I go towards what Kevin said and what you said. The media the day after is totally crazy when you see Gazzetta dello Sport immediately starting with propaganda pro Inter, like 7 rating for Audero in the paper because of fair play and wow, and then trying to minimize it. And then you saw Carnevali, the sporting director of Sassuolo, that is also best friend of Marotta that goes with no, they should not be disqualified because we are playing at Sassuolo and we should not be punished because we are losing money of the people of Inter that should have traveled here. And you see me at the total propaganda trying to make it little, to
Yeah,
make it really small, while
yeah,
if it would have been Juve. And that's my problem. You go big on papers and then you're punished and you don't. It has been like that for Calciopoli, it has been like that for the Plus Valenza, it has been like that for the ultra linked mafia. um, and this is disgusting because nobody's speaking bad about Inter, about what they did during Calciopoli, or
no,
Milan, what they did. It's only Juve because on the papers, that's the only thing that remains. That's the only thing that people are seeing online, and this is really, really, really annoying. But well, the same, huh?
yeah,
Lukaku chance or whatever. It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It is. I definitely agree. Um, Arthur in chat has a question for me. Where did you sit during the Napoli game? I didn't sit. Zach and I, we stood on our feet and we jumped the whole time in the curva suit.
It's great.
Yeah, it was amazing. Apart from my
Attenzione.
almost. Uh-oh. Hey,
Attenzione. We won 8, which means we miss 7.
7. Come
We
on,
missed
guys.
7
We really
Juventini
need you.
to fill the
Push,
new capacity of the Allianz Stadium.
push, push, push. I want to be part of this magical moment in GJustjuve history, Turin Giants history, YouTube history as a whole.
Crazy. Eh? No, but when you think about it, 41,000. Actually, we should have already reached it with the past capacity, but they decided to make it a bit more annoying. But 41,000, now 79. So that means that we are missing 6.
Let's go. Push, guys. Come on.
It's crazy. Yeah? Virtually, the Allianz, you have been there like 10
Yeah,
days
yeah, yeah.
ago. Virtually, you close your eyes, empty when you're doing the tour, and you're able with every single Juventino of the channel that subscribes to fill in. It's huge, huh? When you're thinking
It is.
about it.
It is. So that, and I like that for you because, like I said, you deserve everything you get your way, and especially people in chat because we have a similar fan base, Pepe, and a lot of people that follow you follow us as well. Let's go. And I'm really happy for not only you, but the guys in chat, like getting to these moments. Woo! Let's go. And
Attenzione,
uh,
attenzione, attenzione. We are missing one Juventino to virtually fill the Allianz Stadium. And we don't even have enough space because we have 2 Juventini of the world that we are obliged to let out. So Frederic and myself, we will keep ourselves out of the stadium to give spot to every single Juventino that has subscribed to GJustjuve. 41,685 is the new capacity of the Allianz Stadium that we were able to fulfill at midnight and 20 minutes on the 5th of February. It's beautiful because today it's the birthday of my grandmother. So,
Auguri for
oh,
both,
and
for both.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Tevez, and there is another important player, Neymar, I believe. Neymar, Tevez, Cristiano Ronaldo, but the GOAT is my grandmother, Carmela. Carmela is the name of my grandmother. Look at that. Look at that. It's really beautiful.
Auguri, auguri. I really like. I'm actually a bit emotional. I'm not
It
gonna
is
lie.
I promise you, it's really
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
emotional.
But it's just I'm also grateful that I'm a very, 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 very little part in this whole thing. But I'm honored and very happy to be that little part in the
But
whole. So not only to
are
you,
are you subscribed to the channel, Fred?
I am.
Then you are a big part of it. As easy as
Yeah,
that. As easy as that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I mean, I know the work you put in. I know the hours that you make. I know what you do, what you experience, and that it's not all fun and games, and that your life is not a pony camp. There's ups and downs like every life, but you fight for it. You try your best for it. You make the best out of everything. And I think I speak for everybody in Turin Giants that we really appreciate you for that mentality, and also you put us in the spotlight at times. You try to help us where you can, and yeah, nothing but love, nothing but love. What watch is that, Frederick? The most random question after an historical moment. I get a question about my watch. It's a Pepsi
The Pepsi
GMT.
to
Yeah,
drink.
they call they call it like that because it has the Pepsi color bezel. It's a Rolex GMT.
I'm looking.
I
Oh, I had a comment that I wanted to speak about and I lost it. Actually, if we are really honest, there are still a
yes.
few spots. Huh? There are both benches that we can fill.
Ah, which is
I don't know how much. I need to
uh
count them.
16, I think.
Don't know. I need to see a picture.
16, I think. Huh? Ah,
But it's really really beautiful. No, it's beautiful because it's how can I when I started the live I was joking. I said, Let's try to reach it." I was not expecting to do it during a live of Turin Giants. I was expecting maybe during a game or thing like that. uh Here we can count them. Wait, attenzione, attenzione. What a goat! What a goat! I will show you. We will count them. Where? Wait, because I don't know where I saved it. Let's save it here for a second, and then we can upload it. Media.
I'm curious.
We will count them live. Where is the picture? Ah, the format is not working, so I need to convert it. Let's do it fast. Wait.
Oh
What?
no, that I just get like stress when like I get these messages of format not supported
Ah,
and
yeah, yeah. It's always like that. Wait, it's not
oh,
working. Ah, no, but I know why. Because I was trying to select a video clip. It's my fault. It's my bad. Okay.
oh,
Right.
somebody's hating teachers. I don't know why.
Here it is. Wait. So we will count them live. Of course, we need to do times two. Huh? So how much do we have?
16, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6.
One, two,
No,
three,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up front. Am I correct with 11 up front? Yeah.
It's 29, I think.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 plus 11 is 29, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
So 29 times 2,
Yeah, Zach also sent a message. But
it's
let me double check.
58. Yeah, you send it as well.
I'm counting 29.
Yeah, yeah.
29 times 2.
Plus
58.
plus 41,685. It's 41,743. That's the next challenge. Now, seriously, what
How
is the
much?
next target? What is the next target that we need to go for?
Where are we at
Realistic.
now? Can you bring up the screen once
Now
again
we
for the
have
lovely people?
41,693. I want a target and a deadline.
Um, Can I say something random, or does it have to have like this symbol?
No, I can agree or disagree if it's possible or
I
not.
want I want for you 42 222 within.
But what kind of target is that?
That's my target. You either
42
take
two
it
to
or
two.
yeah, 42 222.
That's not even a target.
But wait, this is a challenge. It's a 24-hour challenge.
Oh no, that's impossible.
Is it?
In 24 hours to have like 500 something like five. No, it's impossible. It's impossible.
But
Makes no
we
sense.
did 25 in an hour.
I like 50 50 end of season is impossible. We are already in February. Impossible. 50 by the World Cup, then I must find a concept for the World Cup. 50 at the
By the
end of
end of the
26.
world.
50
No,
end of 26 could be
no,
difficult but
easy.
possible. No, 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 no.
No, easy.
Impossible. Really
No.
difficult. I can tell you today 50 at the end of 2026 is much more difficult than you think.
Let's keep that. Let's let's
You
let's
will see. You will see.
well, let's have that. Zach is making it a bit more difficult. The
I,
capacity of Delia Alpi by end of 26. I
I
don't know
need
if that's gonna work.
I need to go really viral like crazy with I don't know what. That's impossible.
Hey, but if we win Champions League, like you say, could be doable, huh?
If we win the Champions League, yeah. Nah, I don't know because
Shall we just put it at 50K end of 26?
50K 2026. That's a beautiful target. Road to Budapest and road to 50K at the end of 2026. I like that.
Yeah, me too. I hope. When will, because can I do something really naughty now? Because we made that Turin Giants thing with Kevin. Remember shaving his head at the
Yeah.
Napoli game?
I
So
shave my
we did
head.
it.
I shave
I
my head
did
as
as
well.
well. I did as well. But yeah, Kevin, he wasn't. Yeah, we didn't manage to get to 1,000 people. And at this point, I think our channel is really it's going well, but it's 829.
Yeah, but that's not
So what?
okay. We
No,
should have at least 1,000 now. I mean, now.
I agree. I agree. I just don't know what else to do except making fun videos with Zach and Kevin and the rest of the crew. So I don't know if the people in chat can help us reach 1,000 soonish. It's not that much, but we really need that 1,000, I think, to get properly started.
Yeah, yeah,
So
no. It's super important. Super
so
important.
lovely people in the chat, if you like my gibberish and my nonsense, and you want to see more of that, or at least know when I'm about to say said nonsense and gibberish, subscribe, like it help us a lot.
You must 1,000 at the end of February.
Oof,
Yeah,
that's the deadline.
yeah. I will help you. Tomorrow I will say it. No, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow because it's game day. Next week I will say it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would be nice if we can get.
that's the link.
Oh, thank you, Soraz. Thank you so much. It would, yeah, it would mean a lot to us. But this is the difference. We have 800 plus subs. You have the whole Allianz Stadium, which is amazing because I really like. Yeah, I hope you get 400,000
Yeah, but
because I
I
really,
started like 6 years ago.
yeah, yeah,
Eh,
I know.
eh,
I know. I know it's a lot of work, but I think, it's critical to get past that first 1,000 point, and then thank you guys in chat so much for helping us out. Really appreciate it.
Nah, the
But
first thousands are really important. Are really important on YouTube. From the moment that you have the thousands,
the
then
ball
you,
gets rolling.
that's a bit right, huh? The COVID time capacity. You can fill the Allianz Stadium in COVID time with 1,000 people. You remember what a disaster! What a disaster period. Sometimes I can't believe
Oh,
that it
can,
happened.
can, watch replays, please. Watch. A lot of people do that. I was talking with a friend the other day. He looks at the COVID games from all around Europe and even Champions League games. He said, "Look, there's nothing." And okay, I can tell, but you need to watch from the beginning because you have the beginning where the commentators read the names, you see the line. It's as if you're living in a fantasy world, like
Yeah, it's
something.
crazy.
It's I don't even know. Like it's yeah. Oh, it was so bad. There was
I remember
no
that one day I was on the LED boards,
yeah.
and they made with socials they made a contest or something like that, and they asked me to participate as well. So I had to record myself at home doing a fake celebration. Um, and during the game they were showing on the LED boards the different celebrations. So I have some pictures, and also I think I recorded the part where you have a player. I don't remember who it is. I think the Licht, or I don't know what, that is going really close to the billboards, to the LED boards, to take the ball, and then
Hmm.
you see me right behind him. On the LED boards, I was
Really?
doing like this. Yeah,
That's
it's quite
nice.
funny.
I I I have a stupid. I got fined during COVID because you couldn't. There was this curfew in Belgium. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
And it was before a Champions League game, and it was crazy at home because we were all stuck at home. I had to teach from Zoom. My children had Zoom, even though they were just in kindergarten. My wife had to work from home, and there was Champions League, and I think we had a power outing, and our fridge just was basically defrosted, and we had to throw everything away. So I thought, because I was so into the Champions League thing, I'm gonna run to the store and get some food for tomorrow morning and now or whatever. So I took the car, I went and I drove on the parking, and the police stopped me. What are you doing? I said, I'm buying food. Well, yeah, license and registration. So I showed him license and registration. Yeah, you need to wear the mask. I said, I'm alone in the car. Yeah, but it's government issue. You need to. I'm alone in the car. No, it's a fine. I got a gasboete, they call it in Belgium, like a small fine, 50 euros. And then they fined me 320 euros because I broke the curfew. I have not paid it. Still to this day, I had, I don't know what's the word in English, deurwaarders,
yeah,
basically lawyers,
yeah.
bailiffs coming to my house, added 1,000 euros on top of the fine, and I really I hired a lawyer, everything. I was not going to pay for that because it felt like yeah, stupidity. So yeah, strange.
It was a really, really, really strange period, but seriously strange, incredible.
I
Yeah,
think there's a lot we can say about that, but I don't think we want to go down that rabbit hole with
no,
everything that happened or the decisions or uh, it was something you need to forget. Also, my children, they can't remember anything out of that period.
but they
Very
were
strange.
they were really small, no?
Yeah, but they can. My oldest can remember things before COVID, even when I brought her to daycare and the names of the people that she had in daycare, and then she went to um, school, and then you had COVID, and that whole period for her is a blank because for her there was no social life. She
Mm.
couldn't see her grandparents. She couldn't see her friends from school or teachers. So it was all confined to this space in my house and me and my wife. So it's crazy how that mind works as well, especially with the younger kids. Like they block it out and yeah.
We will one day, when I open my second channel, we will do a conspiracy live there.
Yes, I have a lot
When
of.
when I open the second channel. Fred, thank you, my friend. Thank you
Yes,
to
thank you.
Farad. Thank you to.
Congratulations
Yeah,
again.
but it's only the start. I'm a bit like Juve. You reach a target, you celebrate briefly, and then you think about the next one.
I thought you were going to buy somebody, but you can't afford them.
You know what I can do?
Buy a player?
No,
Tell me. Now you
I
have
can
me
do that.
curious.
I can
Ooh,
I can offer memberships.
nice.
That I can do for people that waited for so long. And they were randomly given to unknown user exception, to Oscar Henum, to Black Celebration 72, to Vincentin, and to Jonathan Martinez. These are the 5 persons that received the membership. Let me also thank again to Vincenzo Leone, 8 months together with us. Thank you, Zaki. Thank you, Mlagio. Thank you, Fabione. Thank you, Sam. Thanks to all the people. Today was a bit of strange live, guys, because it was Wednesday, because Zach was missing, because we went. I don't know. We spoke about a lot
Off
more.
topic.
It was a nice. I like the life, but
Yeah, me too.
core Juve maybe not that much, but I enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to Ivan. Thank you to Reina. Thank you to Jim. Thank you to Vincenzo. Grazie a tutti. See you tomorrow. And don't forget to follow Turin Giants. Ciao ragazzi.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.